If you compete in landlord insurance, the commercial question is changing. AI systems are no longer simply answering informational questions, they are building shortlists. When a landlord or property investor asks for the best coverage options, the answer usually compresses the market into 3 to 5 names. That compression is where revenue risk starts. Hey, I'm Mark Huntley, a growth strategist and AI discovery analyst. At LLM Authority Index, we study how AI systems shape commercial discovery, especially in high-intent categories where recommendation positioning can directly influence revenue. The June 2026 Landlord Insurance Benchmark analyzed 1,172 observations across 6 major AI platforms: ChatGPT, Copilot, Gemini, Google AI Mode, Google AI Overviews, and Perplexity. The market pattern is clear. AI systems are concentrating buyer attention around a small group of national carriers. State Farm leads the category with a 24.8% top 3 recommendation rate and a 15.3% rank 1 rate. USAA and Travelers form the strongest challenger tier. Together, those brands are capturing a disproportionate share of AI recommendation value across the public buyer journey. The most important lesson in this benchmark is the gap between presence and recommendation power. A carrier can appear in an AI answer as a familiar name, a neutral comparison point, or a general category reference. That presence may look useful in a visibility dashboard, but commercial value comes from being advanced as a recommended option. State Farm appears often and converts that presence into strong recommendation placement. It shows up in 67.8% of observations, and when recommended, averages a rank of 2.13. That means it is usually placed near the top. Farmers shows the opposite pattern. It appears in 26.2% of observations, but earns only a 3.6% top 3 recommendation rate. That is visibility without shortlist control. USAA is the most important challenger in this landlord insurance benchmark because its strength is concentrated where buying intent is highest. In the pricing and cost evaluation cluster, USAA leads the category with $219 million in monthly AI authority value. That matters because pricing prompts are decision stage prompts. These are not casual awareness questions. These are buyers narrowing options and trying to decide. Travelers also holds a durable top 3 position. It has a 15.5% top 3 recommendation rate, an 11% rank 1 rate, and consistent performance across the public clusters. So the category is not only about who gets mentioned most, it is about who survives recommendation compression when AI systems turn a crowded field into a practical shortlist. The benchmark separates landlord insurance demand into 3 public clusters: provider discovery, provider comparison, and pricing or cost evaluation. Discovery is where buyers first ask which carriers to consider. State Farm leads there, followed by USAA and Travelers. Comparison is where the gap becomes more visible. Farmers and Nationwide appear with meaningful frequency, but they do not convert that presence into recommendation credit at the same rate as the leaders. Pricing and cost evaluation is the highest value decision stage cluster. USAA leads there, followed by State Farm and Travelers. The top 3 carriers capture the strongest concentration in that final buying moment. For growth and marketing leaders, this is the point. High-intent prompts matter more than broad visibility. Winning the generic mention layer does not guarantee a brand is being chosen when buyers ask for help deciding. The reason recommendation power is concentrating appears to come from citation architecture. The leading carriers benefit from stronger public evidence across official brand content, comparison sites, review platforms, industry references, and structured category information. Farmers and Nationwide seem to have general brand recognition, but weaker landlord-specific recommendation support. AI systems can recognize them as insurance carriers without confidently advancing them for landlord insurance. Specialized providers face a different problem. OB and Steadily show positive sentiment when they appear, but they appear too rarely to shape the shortlist. In a market where leading carriers appear in more than half of observations, appearing in 3 or 4% is functionally invisible at the recommendation layer. Positive sentiment on a narrow footprint does not create consistent shortlist eligibility. The strategic takeaway is simple. AI discovery rewards brands that have enough category-specific public evidence to be retrieved, trusted, compared, and recommended. For landlord insurance teams, the work is not only content production, it is building the public evidence layer that supports recommendation ranking across discovery, comparison, and decision stage prompts. If you are measuring AI performance only by mentions or broad share of voice, you may miss the buying moments that matter most. If you want to understand how AI is actually positioning your company in buyer conversations, that's exactly what we analyze at LLM Authority Index.